What is up, everyone? Today is Tuesday, which means that it's time for another live Q&A all about dropshipping. As always, I'm your host, Paul J Lipsky. I talk here on this channel all about different ways to make money online. Specifically, what we talk a lot about is dropshipping on different marketplaces like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. We've done Amazon in the past. Marketplaces are fantastic because there's already a ton of customers there. You don't have to worry about driving traffic to your website. Let's sell where the customers already are. That's why we dropship onto those websites, and we make it even simpler by using a dropshipping model. So I have lots of students in my courses, and a lot of them might have additional questions. A lot of you guys might have additional questions in addition to what I make on YouTube. So that's what this time is for you to ask any questions that you have, and I will do my best to answer them for you all. So if you're here and you're here live, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to ask your question in the live chat, and I will answer it for you. All right, we have a new moderator, Mr. Policies, number 3 on the like. Well, not a new moderator, but a new name here. Please smash the thumbs up and sub if you haven't already. Mr. Policies, thank you. I love the new name. Okay. First question here is, hey, Paul, if there's a difference between my country and the country of the product that I'm selling, will eBay restrict me? All right, so this is a question a lot of people ask. First, what's up? Ashraf, how's it going? So when we're selling on eBay, primarily the place that you want to sell, actually pretty much the only place you want to sell is ebay.com. Now there's eBay in other countries like ebay.ca, ebay.uk, eBay all over the world, but the biggest market, the one that you really want to get selling on, is ebay.com. It's also the easiest one to do dropshipping on. Now, if you're here in the United States, that's pretty simple. I mean, you go to ebay.com, that's your default website. You're not going to have any problems. If you're overseas, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You have to get set up here in the United States with an ebay.com account. I think your question really goes more to, okay, so you're selling on ebay.com, but the item is coming from China. A lot of people like to drop ship from China. Is that going to be a problem? And the technical answer is it's generally not going to be a problem. So there's lots of people who sell on eBay and the item ships from China. And lots of people do that with drop shipping. They drop ship from like AliExpress, for instance. But that is not something that I recommend that you do. I am not a fan of drop shipping from China for a number of reasons. One of them being that it takes so long for the customers to get their items. Now, if you list up an item for sale from China, from like AliExpress, you do want to put on the listing, there's a section to say how long it's going to take for the item to arrive. You want to be honest about that. You want to say, hey, this is coming from China. This is going to take weeks to get to you. So if a customer complains about that, you will have that protection because you did tell them about it. It is there in your policies. But customers still get mad. They don't read that. They don't know about it. It's not what they expect nowadays. They expect much faster shipping. So I just would not recommend drop shipping from China, especially when there's such good suppliers here in the United States. Okay. So with this form of drop shipping, especially if you're doing on Facebook Marketplace, you can just drop ship from other retail websites. So you can list items for sale from Walmart.com, HomeDepot.com, Amazon.com. And once they sell, just buy them from your supplier like Amazon, and Amazon will ship it directly to your customer. And because these websites work so well, Amazon has excellent customer service. Walmart has great customer service. They ship out their items on time. They're really reliable. It works really well on a place like Facebook Marketplace. It keeps it very, very simple. With something like eBay, on the other hand, a lot of people still do that retail dropshipping model, and it certainly works. People are making money doing that. But what eBay has specifically said is they want you to dropship from wholesale suppliers. Dropship from wholesale suppliers. So, inside my course, I teach my students how to find these wholesale suppliers. I also teach the retail drop shipping, but I'll teach you in there how to find wholesale suppliers, how to get connected with them, how to get permission from them to have them drop ship for you. And they're based in the United States as well. And that means the customers are going to get their items quickly. You'll be able to talk to a person that's, about in the same time zone as you. It just makes life a lot easier when you're drop shipping from the United States as opposed to when you're drop shipping from like China. Okay, can I withdraw my money from eBay quickly? So when you're drop shipping onto any marketplace, eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, or just selling selling on there in general, or even if you're not doing drop shipping, they never release the money to you right away. So in other words, if someone buys the item from you, you can't immediately withdraw that money to your bank account. And the marketplaces do that as a form of protection to prevent fraud, to prevent people from coming on and scamming their customers. So they put a kind of temporary hold on the money. And usually if you ship out the item, so normally what you do is you'd go to your supplier, use your credit card to fulfill the order, get your cash back points, and then the supplier will ship the item directly to your customer and you upload a tracking number. And then once the marketplace sees that that item has a tracking number and that's on its way, or if it's delivered, they then release the money to you. You can use part of it to pay off the card and keep the rest as profit. So that's kind of the way that it works, but you do have that waiting period that you have to go through just as a form of protection to really protect their customers, because these marketplaces, you're selling to their customers. Like on eBay, you're selling to eBay's customers, not your customers. That's one of the trade-offs of selling on a marketplace, right? You have less control. If you build your own website, you have a lot more control over that. The customers are your customers, right? You don't have to pay fees to a marketplace. But it's a lot harder because it's a lot harder to get people to visit your website. So all those trade-offs, like the fees you're paying, the lack of less control, that, in my opinion, is well worth it in order to get access to millions of customers that are buying items every single day on places like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. So for me, I think it's well worth it, even with trade-offs like hold on your money. All right, Marjorie Taylor says, is Walmart still good for eBay dropshipping? I sold 4 of the same items and every one of them was delivered by DoorDash, even though I chose the shipping option. What's your take? Yeah, so in the past, when you ordered something from Walmart, it would always be like ordered for customers. Like someone bought from you on eBay and then you go and buy it from Walmart. The item would always be delivered either by USPS, UPS, or FedEx, generally, or maybe another delivery service, but usually those 3. And about a year and a half ago, Walmart wanted to speed up the delivery process in order to compete with Amazon. But instead of creating their own logistics company like Amazon did, their own carrier service, they just started using DoorDash, where they would have DoorDash workers or, gig people who work for DoorDash, you know what I mean? They would actually go pick up the item from Walmart and, drop it off at someone's doorstep. The problem with that is that there's no tracking numbers for those. Now, there are ways around that. Marjorie, I think you're a member of my course, so make sure to check out the lessons on what to do if you don't have a tracking number, because there are solutions for that that you can use that are right there inside the course. So Walmart is still a very viable option if you're going the retail route. Certainly if you're doing it on Facebook Marketplace, you just have to deal with that occasional tracking number issue. And that's something that I cover in the eBay course and the Facebook course as well, because we drop ship from Walmart for both. Omar says, hey, Paul, I thought your TikTok account got permanently banned because I looked at your profile and it was still active. No, my profile has been banned on TikTok. I have no idea why. I was posting probably about 2 years ago. Some of my videos had over 1 million views on TikTok, but ultimately I decided to drop it because it wasn't actually helping anyone. It was just getting attention for me. As silly as that sounds, it wasn't actually helping anyone. So I stopped doing it. I stopped seeing the value in it. And then like 6 months ago, even though I hadn't posted a video in probably about a year, I got an email saying my TikTok account got banned. So I don't know what that's all about. But guys, be very, very careful. Recently, there have been a ton of scammers impersonating me on Instagram, probably on TikTok, on Telegram, people in the comment sections of my videos saying, hey, message me on Telegram. And these people are just trying to fleece money from you and not give you anything in return. So don't fall for any of that. If you, I'll never DM you usually. Usually, if you want to get in contact with me, you can look up my Instagram and message me there, or just go to dropshippingtitans.com, which is my website, and purchase one of my courses right from there. But I'll never have you purchase through DM or through Telegram or anything like that. But there's a lot of people impersonating me right now, trying to scam you guys. All right. Econ Biz says, hey, Paul, I'm trying to set up a new Amazon account using IP Burger, but it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, man. So if you got banned from Amazon, it's almost impossible to create a new account that's, what do they call them? Not stealth accounts, but I forget what the word they use. It's like a stealth account. So basically, when Amazon bans you, they have all this information on you. They have your name, they have your address, their phone number, your email address, your IP address. They look at your cookies and all that stuff. So if you try to create a new Amazon account and any of your new information matches that old information, they're going to see that, and then your new account's going to get banned as well. And on places like eBay, it's a little bit easier to get away with creating these new accounts that are stealth, completely separate with all new information without eBay noticing. But Amazon is really, really good at identifying new accounts that are linked up with old banned Amazon accounts. So if your Amazon account has been banned, the only thing to do is to appeal it. I really recommend you use a service to do that, because it's hard to get your account unbanned if you don't know what you're doing. And these services, they know what they're doing. They know how to send messages to the right places and the right appeals to send in to get your account back up and running. So that's the only thing you can really do to get a new to get your Amazon account back. I've never dropshipped books myself, so I don't have any experience with this. They're pretty cheap, so for dropshipping, I don't think it's ever really seemed worth it to me. If you're doing like reselling, sure, go buy books for like 25 cents, 10 cents, whatever, from a thrift store or garage sale and resell them. You can make good money with that. Okay, Becky says, hey, I have a new eBay store for a while. I have 81 feedback, 100% positive. If I opened up another eBay store, do I need to prime it, or can I jump in and start since both accounts would be connected? The safer thing to do, Becky, is really make sure your account's primed. Even though those accounts will be linked up, like I talked about, how eBay will know if your accounts are, if you have multiple accounts, which is okay on eBay. You're allowed to have multiple accounts. Just don't open too many at once, but opening one after a while is fine. But you should still prime it. You should still go through that process of priming it. It's the safer thing to do on eBay to make sure that everything looks great with your account. Econ Biz wants to know why I stopped dropshipping on Amazon instead of stopping on eBay. It seems like Amazon has more customers and more money to be made. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I used to dropship onto Amazon. Like I would sell Walmart products on Amazon, and then when people bought them, just buy them from Walmart, and Walmart would ship them to my customers on Amazon. I did that for a while and we made great money with it. But the first thing I ever did was drop shipping on eBay. And when was this? Last year, I started to feel like I had taken on too much because I was doing the eBay dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping. I had this YouTube channel, a second YouTube channel, my Instagram, all my students in my courses that I was helping out, updates to the courses. And then I just started Facebook Marketplace dropshipping as well. So it just felt like a bit too much where everything was kind of slipping a little bit because I just had too much on my plate. So I had to drop one. And I chose to drop Amazon over the other ones because it was turning out to be the biggest headache of all of them. Even though it was working and we were making money, Amazon seemed very resistant to drop shipping, more so than any other marketplace. I mean, people say that eBay doesn't like drop shippers. I don't find that to be true. There have been periods where they've kind of made it harder for us, but then they stopped making it harder for us. Where Amazon just felt like the pressure just kept pushing on us and just kept making it harder and harder. And especially if you get banned on Amazon, it's a long process to get your account back. Now, my account wasn't banned at the time. And then after I closed my Amazon or stopped using my Amazon account, I kept up with it for a couple months, just checking in for returns and things like that. And then I stopped. And because I stopped, that's when my account actually got banned. And I'm trying to get it back again. And it's a huge pain. With eBay, you don't really see doesn't happen as often. And if you do have problems with your account, it's usually a lot faster process to get it back. So overall, Amazon just was a much bigger headache for me than anything else and dealing with it. The stress of keeping up with their metrics because they're so strict with their metrics. That's the one that I decided to drop. How much money to start eBay dropshipping? Really what you need is a good credit card with a decent credit limit on it to fulfill your orders. And I just mean like, even if you have a couple $1,000s for your credit limit on that, that's more than enough. You can use that to pay for the software and to fulfill your orders. And then once you start to scale up, you can ask for a limit increase. But a couple $1,000s is more than enough to start, even really $1,000, but you know that might slow down your growth a bit. Can you do Facebook Marketplace dropshipping using CJ dropshipping? I've never done it. CJ dropshipping usually is, again, dropshipping from China. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, I do not dropship from China. And there are really good reasons for that, mostly the shipping time. And the shipping time is particularly important on Facebook Marketplace, where you have to get your items shipped out faster even than eBay in most cases, because they set how long it takes or how long it should take for your items to ship out. And you can get penalized if they don't ship out on time. So use a US-based supplier if you're drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace. This is another reason we use retail suppliers on Facebook Marketplace as well, like Amazon or Walmart or Home Depot, because they do ship out their items quicker, sometimes quicker than wholesale suppliers as well. So it's kind of more reliable there. Yeah, so there are US-based sellers on AliExpress that, you know, so it's not going to come from China. But one of the issues that I never really liked about AliExpress is that the quality of the items always seems to be a bit cheap to me. And sometimes you'll go to fulfill an order and the US supplier will be out of stock, and then you have to order from China. And that's not good because it's going to take way too long. So the other issue with AliExpress and dropshipping from China, even if you're dropshipping from US sellers on AliExpress, is really just the quality of the items. And you can run into issues with that. All right, Vendy says, hey, I took your eBay dropshipping course, your retail course last year. I use AutoDS. What changes did you make for the course? We need to change settings, if any. Thanks. Yeah, so I update my courses many times a year, usually based on if something changes. So I don't just say, okay, every January 1st, I'm going to update the course. No, it's like, okay, 3 months ago, I changed the way that I use AutoDS. So I updated my eBay course to reflect that. Then there were some new strategies that I started to use. So I updated the course to reflect that. Then eBay made changes to their website. So I updated those lessons about the eBay settings. So for you, I mean, if what you're doing works, then just continue to do it. Again, I use AutoDS a little bit differently now. But if it's working for you, just continue to use it the way that you are. But you might want to check out, again, the lessons on AutoDS because I have changed the way that I use it. So these things always change. So this is one of the things that a lot of people don't expect maybe when it comes to their business. But things are dynamic, things change. And if you want to continue to make money and actually be one of the successful people, you need to keep up those changes. It would be so nice if the way I ran my eBay business 5 years ago never had to change, right? That'd be simple. I could just keep the train running, just continue to throw coal into it, and it would just continue to run without any changes. That would be great. But things change. eBay changes. New software comes out. Suppliers change. Policies change, right? And we have to keep up with all of that. Or I keep up with it and then teach it to you guys and tell you guys what to do. And that includes things like the software, right? When I first started, there wasn't a lot of software available. And then we found software, and then we found better software. And then we changed the way that we use the software. And the way that I use AutoDS in the software, it might change again. It might change again soon. It would be better for, one of the ways I make money, of course, is with this YouTube channel and through selling my course. It would be better if I could just not change anything, right, in my course, because then I could just have a very consistent message saying like, hey, this is the only way, this is the single way that you do things, and I'm never going to change on that. But I like to be honest with you guys. I demanded of myself to be honest with you guys, right? To tell you guys what's actually working. Say, hey guys, I'm sorry, like what I taught 3 months ago, it worked 3 months ago, but now things have changed again. And if that means I have to kind of change things multiple times a year, I know that's frustrating. And I know that that's a hardship for you guys to keep up with that, but I'm only doing it because I think it's in the best interest. I'm only doing it because I think that is the best way to run things. And I wish I didn't have to do that, right? I wish I could stay more consistent, and I try to, right? I try to not change things because one of the things I discovered in business is don't change things just for the sake of changing things, right? Don't make your life harder than it has to be by going through some change because you think that small change is going to have a massive impact on your business when most changes don't. But if something legitimately needs to be updated, I'm going to update that in the course, even if I had just changed it a few months ago, right? All right. Nahar says, if I drop ship from Walmart, will they ship it in a Walmart box, and will that be an issue? Most suppliers, if you're using retail suppliers, do have their logo on the box. Amazon, Home Depot, Walmart, but it's usually over 99% of the time not an issue. And I'm saying like over 99% of the time, the customer never said anything. And the very few customers who do say something, my students have scripts that they use to send back to that customer. They just copy and paste it, and it settles the issue, okay? It kind of puts water on that fire, and it's usually not an issue. And if it does continue to be an issue, if the customer still presses about it or complains about it, then we just usually offer them a discount or tell them they can return the item for a refund. Now, I think the reason most customers don't even notice or say anything is because they just rip open the box. They're happy to get their item. Or a lot of people think, hey, I'm just buying from, Paul on Facebook Marketplace. He probably just reuses boxes he got from Walmart or got from Amazon or something like that. And they're not going to jump to the conclusion or that this is a drop shipping situation. And I think for most people, that's just such an alien idea that never would have thought of someone drop shipping from like Walmart or Amazon. They probably don't even know what drop shipping is. So I think it's just something that they never even consider. All right. All right. Sabrina says, hey, Paul, I'm a new student. Congrats. So I opened a Facebook account 3 weeks ago, but I do not have the shipping option. Any tips? I'm uploading one product daily to sell in person, but no luck yet to be able to ship. So if you're dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, one of the challenges is not having the shipping option. You really want the shipping option to do well in Facebook Marketplace. It's not required, but it helps a lot. So what's the shipping option? So you list an item up for sale. Let's say it's this chapstick, and you upload photos, you have a description, a title, and then it says, ask for the price, and then it says, how are you going to get this item to your customer? Now there's two options really. The first option is you're going to hand deliver it to them. You're going to meet up in person, right? And the second option is you're going to ship the item to the customer. If you choose that shipping option, that's what it's called, the shipping option. Then when someone purchases this chapstick from me, I will get the money through Facebook. The customer will pay on Facebook, and the Facebook will eventually transfer it to my bank account. And then all I have to do is order it from my supplier, and the supplier will ship it directly to my customer, and I upload the tracking number to Facebook. So that's what the shipping option means. Now, new accounts on Facebook do not have the shipping option. You have to wait for it. Again, that's an issue for them of fraud. They don't want just some stranger coming on Facebook, creating a new Facebook account, and running away with customers' money. So you really have to, if you have an older Facebook account, use that one. Even if you haven't logged in for a while, log back in, and that one will probably have the shipping option. New accounts do not have the shipping option. And there's no set period that we know of for how long it takes for that shipping option to be unlocked. But we have found that the best practice is be patient, list up items for sale that you sell locally, use your Facebook account, post pictures, post, on friends' walls or whatever they're called these days, post or comment on people's photos. Actually use your Facebook account because that's all things that will hopefully get the shipping option unlocked for you. And if you don't, in the meantime, you could sell and just have them pay through a Shopify site or pay you directly if they're comfortable with that. Okay. Imart says, hey, Paul, as far as dropshipping on eBay, when I'm buying stuff from Walmart and my purchases exceed, let's say, $25,000 for that month, do you suggest using different cards for Walmart? It's not necessary. I think I know what you're asking. I think, a lot of people are afraid that if they use the same card on Walmart or whatever, that card will get blocked. Usually, once you start to put some volume through cards and through a card and it's being approved, you're not going to have an issue with that card going forward. So if you're putting $25,000 a month on your card and it's working, you shouldn't have any issues. I would just use the best credit card that you have, the one that's going to give you the most cash back. And for Walmart, that's definitely the Walmart credit card that gives you 5% back on all your purchases. So that's the one that I'd be looking at. Otherwise, you can get like a Capital One 2% back credit card. I actually have a video coming out soon about my top favorite credit cards for dropshipping. And it goes all the way from the best cards for beginners to people with really excellent credit. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for that video. It should be coming out in a few weeks. Okay, so I answered this question, the buy box. Sorry, the shipping option. All right, Matthew says, I started this venture watching your videos. Awesome. And all the free stuff you put out. I use AutoDS and so far so good. I ran into an issue because I'm not able to put enough items in my store. I'm not sure why, but it sounds like that is your limit. Every eBay account has a limit. How many items you can list and sell every single month. you can increase that limit by calling eBay and saying, hey, can I ask for a limit increase? Usually every 30 days they will give you one, but they're only going to give you one if you're actually making sales. So what you need to do is list up for sale cheaper items, sell those cheaper items to get the ball rolling, and then call eBay and say, hey, I'm making sales, but I just don't have enough for my limit. Can you increase it? And hopefully they will double it, and then 30 days later, double it and double it and double it, and then you'll have plenty of room there. How do we find products to sell? Z, that is about product research. You gotta nail down product research. It is probably the most important thing when it comes to having a successful dropshipping store. Whether that's eBay or Facebook Marketplace, you gotta get down product research. Now, I'm not gonna get into product research in this video because I like to actually show how it works. So down below in the description of this video, there's a bunch of links, but you'll see a link to an eBay dropshipping webinar that I did recently. The replay is still available for a bit. So if you're dropshipping on eBay, check out that video because I'm actually showing it, how to do product research for eBay dropshipping. So definitely check that out if you're doing eBay dropshipping. The other link is for a list of different products that you can dropship onto Facebook Marketplace. And in that free PDF download, you actually get information on how to do product research for Facebook Marketplace. So definitely check that out. You can click on that. You have to enter in your email, and then you will get that PDF ebook all about how to do product research. So I would actually check out both of them. Might as well, and see which one you like better. Oh, I didn't know about that. Spark. Oops. Not sure what you're asking, Danny. So they ban Amazon accounts even if you had more created. If you have an Amazon account that's been banned, and then you have other accounts you've created, if they connect them, they will ban those ones as well. Please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. We are closing in on 90,000 subscribers. Then obviously 100,000 is soon after that. And we'll be doing a massive giveaway when that happens. So make sure to subscribe now because you have to be a subscriber to get one of those giveaways. Mohammed says, I see in your course you don't recommend the automated version of AutoDS the same way you recommend the manual dropshipping on eBay. No, I don't recommend the automated version of AutoDS. I cover why that is in the course, but I like to make my eBay store look as manual as possible. I think that's the safest route to go when it comes to eBay dropshipping. So the way that I use AutoDS is to basically doesn't connect with your eBay store at all, so it looks as manual as possible. And that's so that eBay doesn't ever know that I'm doing retail dropshipping using software. That's just an extra layer of protection there. Omar says, well, Paul, unfortunately, retail dropshipping is not allowed on Amazon because Amazon does not like retailers or marketplaces. Yeah, it's true. They don't allow retail dropshipping and they've cracked down on it on the past. I'm talking about Amazon. Again, like I said, there were headaches with Amazon and this is one of them. So that's kind of why I stopped using them to dropship onto Amazon. Yeah, so you can. So Laura here says, I'm from the UK, so I don't have access to Walmart. So again, there's a few things here. One, if you're selling, I feel like a light just went out. Yeah, it did. If you're selling on the UK market, like eBay.uk, then you have to find a UK-based supplier. I'm not from the UK, so I'm not familiar with suppliers over there, but I'm sure there's plenty of them that you can use. Or rather, sell on eBay.com and then use Walmart. But again, you would have to set up an eBay.com account. Where can you find wholesale suppliers for eBay? Okay, this is something I talk about in my course. When it comes to wholesale dropshipping, this is one of the secret things, I guess you could say, right? This is one of the things that really can give you a competitive advantage if you find a good supplier. Now, with retail dropshipping, we generally talk about the best suppliers to use because it's generally known: Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, suppliers like that. But with wholesale, it's not as obvious who the good suppliers are. So we don't want to reveal who those are because they're so small, most wholesale suppliers, that they would easily become saturated. If I said, hey, I use wholesaler ABC, well, there might only be 6 or 7 products from ABC that I actually drop ship successfully. So if I reveal who my wholesale supplier is, it's going to be very easy for someone to come in, many of people to come in, copy that supplier, find those 6 or 7 winning products, and then those products become super saturated. Whereas something like Walmart, they have such a massive inventory. Amazon has such a massive inventory. Home Depot, same thing, that there's no harm in me telling you that I drop ship from those suppliers because it's less likely that our products are going to overlap. So inside my wholesale dropshipping course, I'll spend a lot of time teaching you how to find the wholesale suppliers and how to get them to agree to dropship for you. Not adding up, says Mr. Policies. We only have 15 likes, at this time 27 likes, and we have 72 people watching. So please, people, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the first 100,000 subscribers here on this channel and get some of the massive giveaways I'll be giving away when that happens. What do I need in order to create an eBay Stealth account? eBay Stealth accounts, again, it's something completely separate from your main account. And it's really, really hard to create an eBay Stealth account. It used to be easier. It's almost impossible at this point. So when you sign up for an eBay account, they have your name, address, phone number, email. They've connected it with your IP address. They see what your cookies are. All this information they have on you. If your eBay account gets banned, what you need to do is create a Stealth account. And a Stealth account will have all that new information: a new name, new address, new phone number, new email, new IP address, fresh cookies, so they don't connect it at all. And if you mess up anywhere in there and you connect them, then your new eBay account will be banned, because once you're banned on eBay, you can't create a new account. Not supposed to. Now, that was possible in the past, but now eBay also requires your social security number because they pay you directly to your bank account, and you can't create a fake social security number. So eBay Stealth accounts really don't work the way that they used to. If you want to run a new account, you have to do it under a friend or family member's account. Just make sure all that information is separate, including that IP address and cookies. Oh, thanks, Marjorie, saying my eBay course is totally worth every dollar. I appreciate that so much. Ricardo says, Paul, when starting out with drop shipping on eBay, when your listing is the auction setting, the only one, or is there a buy now option? No, we don't auction ever on eBay. So this is one of those things that's a misconception about eBay that I kind of forgot about because, I've spent so much time in it. I kind of forget what people think, have assumed about eBay. So when most people think about eBay, they think about an auction site, right? You list this up for sale and everyone's going to bid $1, then someone bids $2, then someone bids $5, then someone bids $10, right, for it. That's the way that eBay used to be, fully an auction site. That's what people kind of think of when they think of eBay, but it's not the reality. Most items sold on eBay are at a set price with a buy now button. So I'll say, hey, this costs $15. That's the price for it. And you can't offer any other price. Or some people will say, hey, it's $15. You can offer another price, but I'm not doing an auction, right? So that's what you want. You want a set price for it, the buy now option. It's going to make your life a lot easier. I don't know of any dropshipper who does auctions. It doesn't make any sense for so many reasons. One of them just being it takes so long, right? You might have this auction set up for a week. And in that time, you could have sold 5 of these, which is very common for dropshipping, where you sell the same item over and over and over again. So yeah, I've never seen any dropshipper use the auction setting. Do I use the gift registry to eliminate invoices from Walmart? I do not. So Walmart, I don't know where people kind of got this idea that when you're buying from Walmart, you have to use the gift registry option, because if you use that, then there will be no invoice in the box. Not only does that not work, but also when you're dropshipping from Walmart, the regular way, they usually don't include a price in the box. I've bought stuff from Walmart, had it shipped to my house, opened the box, there's absolutely no invoice inside. There's no price on it anywhere. So the customer isn't going to know how much you paid for that item. Yes, if you're dropshipping from Amazon, there's a gift option during checkout. Use that so that the price isn't included inside. But for Walmart, it's not in there anyway. Okay, Nahar says, what is the best way to research products? Most of the trending products have too many sellers for Shopify dropshipping. I don't dropship on Shopify. I've tried it in the past. I've done it a little bit in the past. Maybe I'll do it in the future, but unlikely at this point because, again, I don't want to be selling on my own website. That costs a lot of time to set up, money to set up, and I have to pay for advertising. How are you going to get people to visit your website? By paying for ads or TikTok influencers, Facebook ads, different things like that. That costs money, and you have to get it right because otherwise you're just throwing money into a pit and you're getting people to visit your website, maybe, and then they have to purchase. It's very, very hard to do. And that's why I much prefer selling on a marketplace like eBay, like Facebook Marketplace, where there's already customers. You don't have to drive the traffic there yourself. They're already there. Why not sell where the customer already is? And with Shopify dropshipping, you're usually spending a ton of time and money for one single product, right? You do all this research to find one product to dropship on Shopify. What if that product doesn't do well, right? You've just wasted all that time and money. It's been a complete flop. For most people, it is. But when selling on a marketplace, you could list up multiple items, right? You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Let's say you list up that product plus 9 others. And let's say 4 of them don't do well. Well, you still have the other 6, and the other 6 are doing fine. And then you could delete those 4 items that aren't selling and do some more product research and list up some new items. It's so dynamic selling on a marketplace, so much more dynamic than selling on your own website. I mean, if you sold on your own website, you would have to build the entire website around that one product, probably buy a URL that kind of matches that product. If it doesn't do well, you kind of have to start all over. You have to buy a new URL. You have to rebuild the website to match the theme of the new product. And that new product might not do well either. But on a marketplace, you don't have to worry about that. You just list up products for sale, a whole bunch in different varieties. And then what sells, sells. And what doesn't, who cares? It didn't cost you anything in most cases to list up that product for sale. You didn't buy the inventory up front. So it's a lot more dynamic in terms of selling. It allows you to really test the market in a way that you can't with Shopify because it's just too expensive and time intensive. All right. Doing well, Matthew. Congratulations. Kieran says, is it possible to be based in the UK and dropship with US-based suppliers to eBay.com? I know it used to be. I'm assuming it still is. What I know is that when you used to set up an ebay.uk account, you could automatically toggle over to ebay.com and sell directly on ebay.com and say, hey, these products are actually coming from a warehouse in the United States, from a supplier in the United States. So you actually had a huge advantage as a UK seller. And I assume you still do, because you don't actually have to set up an ebay.com account. You have to set up an ebay.uk and then just toggle over to ebay.com. And I assume that still works. Hey, what's up? Says hey Paul, I started drop shipping on Facebook. No sales yet. I'm in Toronto, Canada. I was inspired by your videos and then started drop shipping. So congrats, man. Yeah, just keep at it, man. I mean, don't give up too early on this. Most people do. I don't know how many products you have listed up for sale. Most people do not list nearly enough items. So make sure you are actually putting in the time to do proper product research, because again, that is the most important thing. And then just get more items into your store. That's the only way you're going to get better at product research, is by doing more of it and listing products and testing them and seeing how well they do. But keep at it, man, because most people give up right before they see success. So just keep going. Christoph says, hey, any idea for an eBay bulk listing tool for wholesale? I have a catalog, but how to bulk upload it? I know people do bulk upload, but I recommend against it. It's one of those things that eBay has tended to say they do not like bulk uploads, because they just don't like massive amount of products coming in that just aren't really vetted. It looks suspicious to them. So I would add products one by one. I know it is a pain, but again, this comes down to product research. You know, you don't want to be listing up just 10,000 products without an idea of how well they're going to do, because that's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you money for the software. It's going to cost you money by eBay for the listings that you have. The number of listings costs money. So it's better to do research, find which products are doing well, and then list up those products one by one. It's really not that bad. You could hire a virtual assistant to do that. And that's a much better way to do it. Run a much more streamlined store. You're going to have a higher sell-through rate, which is always a good thing if you're an eBay store. If you bulk upload 10,000 products and a very small number, maybe like 100 of them sell, you're going to have a terrible sell-through rate. And that's not good for your eBay store. They're not going to give you as much traffic. Okay. Why does eBay say validation of the authentication token and API request failed when I use AutoDS? Anything like that, that's like more of a technical thing with AutoDS. I would reach out to their support. They have a chat. They have support that you can reach out to, and they'll be able to tell you why specifically that is happening. Again, I don't use AutoDS's API functionality, so I don't even know the answer to this. But yeah, you should definitely reach out to them because they'll be able to help you. They have good customer service. Vendy says, I'm doing retail drop shipping. Now you want to do some wholesale drop shipping. So congrats on that. You must be having some success with retail drop shipping. Should I set up a new store on eBay for wholesale drop shipping? At first, no, I wouldn't. Just, find suppliers, find some products, do some product research, and list those up for sale. As time goes on, if your wholesale business starts to grow and now you have retail and wholesale, that might be a time when you might want to consider opening a new eBay account and moving those wholesale products over to it. But generally at first, it's a good idea to just use the eBay store you have already. It has traction. It has feedback. You have higher limits. It's already set up and running and everything's cool with it. So it's just easier on you, safer to just use that existing eBay store. And then if it does well, then that's a good time to set up a new eBay store. Any program like AutoDS or Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, AutoDS. AutoDS works on both eBay and Facebook Marketplace. So you can use it for that. I mean, there's multiple ways you can use it. You can use it more of it as an alert system where it actually will just alert you if there's price or stock changes, or you can connect it through Shopify and it's a little bit more automated, but there's some extra steps there. Massive giveaways. I'm there. We got to wait for 100,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe so that you don't miss out on that massive giveaway. I'm not sure what massive means in this case, what I'll be giving away, but we'll see. Okay, sometimes Amazon blocks accounts when buying bulk due to unusual payment activity. You can try different payment methods. So try gift cards, try different credit cards, and that might help. Yeah, so I actually haven't heard of this problem in a while due to unusual payment activity. We've seen other issues buying from Amazon, but not recently that one. So that's what I would try. Also, if you're from another country trying to buy on Amazon, that could be the reason why as well. You might want a really good IP address from like IP Burger for that. Yeah, that's what I would try. Okay, Jeffrey says, I have a 20-year-old eBay account. Wow. I carry inventory, 7,500 feedback score, high-end art. I'm allowed to list 20,000 items. So I use this account or a new account. Yeah, I would call eBay and say, hey, I want to open a new account because I have some new products I want to be selling. So let them know and then open the new account. For something like you who you have an existing account and you already use it for something that's not drop shipping, I would create a new account specifically for drop shipping just to stay organized and keep everything separate. Again, you're allowed to have multiple accounts on eBay, but it's always a good idea just to give them a call and give them a heads up about it. It's not necessary. They don't specifically say that, but every time I open a new eBay account, I always call them to let them know. Oh, nice. Mohammed says, one day I hope to meet you in person. I learned a lot from you even before I bought your course. Sweet. So congratulations. That's awesome. Anita says, people use Shopify for Facebook shops, but how? Yeah, so so if you don't know what shops are, shops is something you can make on Facebook. You create a Facebook shop, and it's kind of like a page on Facebook. And if someone visits that page, they can buy an item from you. So again, we run into the same issue where you have to get people to visit that page, which is hard to do. No one's going to find that page organically. But Facebook has a feature where anything that's on your shop will be pushed to Facebook Marketplace. So now anything in your shop will get pushed to Facebook Marketplace and can be bought there. Now, there are benefits to having a shop over just selling directly on Facebook Marketplace. You can use software with it. You can have virtual assistants log in and help you and stuff like that. It can be run under a business. Now, there are ways to use Shopify with it. So what will happen is you can create a Shopify store and have it linked up with your shop. So anything you add to Shopify, any price changes you make on Shopify will automatically happen on your shop, which will then get pushed and automatically happen to Facebook Marketplace. So it's like a chain of events there. So it is extra steps, but when you do it like that, you can have things very automated. You can have even order fulfillment through AutoDS. So there are benefits to doing it that way. Please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Tools for product research, definitely use Zeek Analytics. I have it linked up in the description of my videos. That's what I use for both eBay dropshipping and Facebook Marketplace dropshipping product research. It's really the best tool out there. I don't think anyone uses anything else. Thanks Azam. Appreciate it. Yeah, scrub back and hear my thoughts on this. But generally, dropshipping on Amazon you can do. It's just difficult, especially for new sellers. Your account will go through a review process, a check process, a few times as a new seller. So it's hard. All right, Techno says, what is the best way to research products on eBay? Most of the trending products have too many sellers already. Again, Zeek Analytics. I would definitely check it out. Use my link because it's my affiliate link, but you get a discount if you use that link. It's the best thing out there for product research. It's going to speed things up so much, and that's how I find all my winning products. So that's what I would recommend. What are my thoughts on Crazy Lister for eBay? No, I don't use that. So I don't use anything that's like a template. I use my own Chrome extension that I developed or my team developed, where it is a Chrome extension and adds a button to like Walmart, Home Depot, Amazon.com, even AutoDS. You click that button and it copies everything from that website and pastes it into a new listing on eBay. So the listing looks completely manual. It's not coming through a software, so eBay doesn't think we have dropshipping software connected with our account. It's all through the Chrome extension, and then that gives us a new listing in just a matter of seconds. Everything's copied, including the photos, automatically. Yes, new bank account, new IP address if you're going stealth. But again, stealth is really, really difficult. My pleasure. Walton says, I started June 8th, so that was less than a week ago. I have 3 sales at around 40% profit in average. Is that a good start? That's a great start, man. That you have the ball rolling. You don't want to list up too many products too quickly, and doesn't sound like you've done that, but you're still made sales on it at a really healthy profit margin. So you're well on your way. Congrats on that. Just keep it up, and you're going to see massive success. Kyle is back. It's been a while, but ready to start drop shipping again. Congrats, Kyle. Always a good time to get into drop shipping. I think anytime you can get a long runway before Q4 is an excellent time to start. So most people think summer is slow. Forget that. I mean, summer is still a great time to sell. Yes, you're not going to make as much as in December. That's obvious, but you can use this time to start your store, get it set up. Fall, things will start to pick up, and then you'll have everything ready to go when November, December hits. And that's when you'll see crazy growth in your store. That's really what your aim is. So keep your eye on the prize, look forward to Q4, but get things set up now so you're ready to run then. What's up, Roberto? All right, Christoph says, hey, for wholesale drop shipping, would I suggest using Inventory Source to track quantity, price? Thanks for the answer. Thumbs up. So Inventory Source is similar to something like AutoDS or SKU Grid, if you're familiar with that. What it's supposed to do is automatically update prices for wholesale products on eBay for you, update inventory. I don't recommend that you use that function of Inventory Source. First reason, it's expensive. It's about $100 per supplier. So again, with one of the things about wholesale dropshipping is you might find a good supplier, but only about like 7 or 8 of their products are products that are actually going to sell, right? It's not like you're selling dozens of their products every single month. It's usually maybe a dozen at most, okay? So you don't really need software for that, right? You can manually check those dozen products every few days. Every time you sell the product, make sure that the price stock level hasn't changed. And in general, wholesale products, their price and inventory levels don't change as frequently as retail supplier products do. So usually the automation software isn't as necessary for wholesale, and it's expensive. So I just don't think it's something that I would recommend it all. I don't use it for wholesale. All right, so that is all we have time for today. Everyone, please have a good day and a great week. I'll see you all next week for the next live Q&A. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you got any sort of value out of it, I've been here a full hour with you all. So all I ask is you give the video a quick thumbs up. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.